Sinew, a tendon or source of strength, power, or vitality. Tendon, muscle, strength. The warrior's arms were thick with sinew from years of training. Discipline is the sinew of a productive life. They relied on the sinew of their unity to overcome hardship. Ladled, to serve or scoop liquid using a ladle. Scooped, served, poured. She ladled soup into each guest's bowl. He ladled gravy generously over the mashed potatoes. The server ladled stew from a large pot. Oblivion, the state of being unaware or forgotten. Forgetfulness, unconsciousness, extinction. He drank himself into oblivion after the loss. Many ancient civilizations faded into oblivion. The pop star returned from years of oblivion with a new hit. Satchel, a small bag, often with a shoulder strap, used for carrying books or personal items. Bag, knapsack, pouch. He slung the satchel over his shoulder and walked to school. The satchel contained her journal and favorite pen. A worn satchel sat by the park bench, unattended. Diversity, the state of having variety or differences, especially in people or ideas. Variety, multiplicity, heterogeneity. Workplace diversity leads to stronger innovation. The festival celebrated cultural diversity through music and food. They appreciated the diversity of opinions in the discussion. Conventional, based on what is generally done or believed. Traditional, standard, customary. She wore a conventional black dress to the event. His views were too conventional for the progressive group. They rejected the conventional approach and opted for innovation. Punctuality, the quality of being on time. Promptness, timeliness, precision. His punctuality earned him the Employee of the Month award. Punctuality is highly valued in professional settings. Despite the storm, she maintained her punctuality. Philosophical, related to the study of fundamental nature of knowledge, or showing a calm, reasoned attitude. Thoughtful, reflective, rational. He took a philosophical stance during the argument. The book raised philosophical questions about identity and reality. She remained philosophical despite the setbacks. Sans, without, lacking, minus, devoid. He entered the meeting sans notes or preparation. The room was bare, sans furniture or decoration. She served the burger, sans pickles, as requested. Capon, a castrated male chicken fattened for eating. Poultry, fowl, chicken. They roasted a capon for the holiday feast. Capon is prized for its tenderness and flavor. He ordered capon instead of turkey this year. Ripples. Small waves or disturbances can also mean subtle effects. Undulations, waves, tremors. Ripples spread across the pond after he tossed the stone. Her decision sent ripples through the company. Ripples of laughter filled the hall. Stimulant. A substance that raises physiological or nervous activity. Booster, energizer, enhancer. Caffeine is the most widely used stimulant. The music acted as a mental stimulant during the workout. Doctors prescribed a mild stimulant for her condition. Frills. Decorative or unnecessary extras. Ornamentation, embellishments, luxuries. The room was clean but without frills. He preferred a simple lifestyle, free from frills. The dress had lace frills around the sleeves. Instinctive, arising naturally without conscious thought. Intuitive, automatic, natural. Her response to help was instinctive. He had an instinctive knack for music. The dog gave an instinctive bark at the stranger. Trumped, surpassed or outdid something or someone. Outdid, outshined, surpassed. Her performance trumped all others in the competition. Logic trumped emotion in his final decision. The ace trumped the king in the card game. Opted, made a choice from a range of possibilities. Chose, selected, decided. They opted to travel by train instead of flying. She opted for the vegetarian menu. I opted not to respond to the provocation. Trend, a general direction in which something is developing or changing. Movement, drift, tendency. There's a growing trend toward remote work. The fashion trend this year favors pastels. Economic trends suggest a possible downturn. Pathos, an appeal to emotion, often evoking pity or sadness. Emotion, poignancy, sorrow. The film's pathos left the audience in tears. His speech was full of pathos and sincerity. She delivered her lines with great pathos, rigorous, extremely thorough, strict, or harsh, harsh, strict, exacting. The training program was rigorous and exhausting. Rigorous testing ensured the product's safety. He followed a rigorous routine to stay fit. Flimsy, light, weak, or poorly made, not convincing. Weak, fragile, unconvincing. The chair was too flimsy to support his weight. She gave a flimsy excuse for missing class. The structure looked flimsy against the storm. Crams. Studies intensively over a short period. Studies, stuffs, packs. He crams all night before every exam. She crams clothes into the suitcase last minute. The student crams facts into his memory before the quiz.